Damn, son, this beat is lit.
Another Major League Entertainment production.
Damn, son. Damn, son. Damn, son.
Wake up world, and you are now tuned in to BKL Sessions. I'm your host, Eric Magnus, with my magnanimous brother,
Yes, sir.
Ronnie B.
What's
And
happening?
who we got in the house today?
Well, they call me a Red Queen or Anna.
See, we was gonna give you a proper introduction, but see, you told them who you was. See, you told them who you was off rip.
Right.
See, she knows her way around these sorts of things because she's also a radio personality.
Yes, she is.
So she
Legendary.
knows her way around these things.
Yes,
You know what I'm
does.
saying?
I don't
You
know about legendary, but
Oh, no.
maybe one day.
Oh, you legendary. you definitely legendary. Some people don't retire because of you. I just can't mess with it. I don't understand.
Well, I, for one, am glad to have you on the show. You know, we've been friends, a good grip, you know what I'm saying? And when I finally got my platform, you know, you have given me your platform to sound off on, you know, so hey, it's only right.
Yes.
It's only right. It's only right.
Happy to be here.
I definitely wanted her here. I definitely had to get her in
Yeah.
the building. It wouldn't be right. It wouldn't be right. Gotta have the queen of all queens in the building. Boy, I know some people jealous, but y'all gotta hold
You got
it
two
in.
loyal brothers right here,
Yes,
so
yes.
I had to come.
Yes,
Always.
yes.
So, man, I don't know where to start. I mean,
Her resume long. So.
yeah, you know, why don't you just break down to the people who you are and what it is that you do?
Yes.
Well, again, my name is Anna, or they call me a Red Queen. Radio name. I have other radio names too, but those have to remain hidden because they're kind of X-rated. But
We're talking
Well, actually,
my brother Dave Tolliver gave me one of them names. That's why. So we gonna leave that alone.
Shout out to
It was
Dave.
It was my first radio name. So, but we're not gonna broadcast what that is. I'll tell you guys off the air what it is.
That'll work.
But so I've been in entertainment. I don't even know how many years now because I'm losing track. But I started working as a publicist, and then went from being a publicist to a co-manager. Well, actually, no. Let's start at the beginning. Rewind the tape. I started in radio first, and the person who got me started in radio was Dave Tolliver at Men at Large.
okay.
So that's how I got in radio.
Lord.
Shout out to Dave.
Worked
Yeah.
with him for about 6 months, and we, severed our radio relationship. And it wasn't nothing bad. It was basically, hey, you're not utilizing your personality. I said, he's like, why aren't you the person I met? Like when we was doing the music showcases and stuff. I said, well, because I don't know what I can say and what I can't say on the air. So I said, if I know, I can say certain things, then I just let loose. And he was like, yeah, you could have said whatever. This internet radio. I said, well, you should have told me that because I would have cut loose, a long
Right.
time ago.
Right.
So we was like, okay, So I asked his uncle, I said, blah, blah, blah. And then I asked him the same question. And his uncle said, well, what did Dave say? I said, well, Dave said, I wasn't utilizing my personality. He said, well, were you? I was like, no, because I didn't know what I could say. He's like, and he said the same thing. You can say whatever you want. I said, okay. So his uncle was like, so you not doing radio anymore? And I was like, nope. I said, I'm not doing radio no more. I was like, I stopped. He said, you're not doing radio no more. I said, didn't I just say I wasn't doing radio no more? And so he was like, well, you are now. He said, you working with me. So I was with Uncle Lynn, as I call him, Uncle Tyler.
Lynn Tolliver.
Of 93.1
Yes,
FMWZ,
Yes.
But,
Yes.
was working with him for 7.25 years on the radio, and then started managing a band whose name shall be nameless for 7.25 years. before I just called it quits and said, "Fuck this, I'm done."
Right. That shit. You know.
Like, I'm done. I'm out.
I tried managing one time, and a few times, and I said, you know what? I know exactly how you feel.
Yeah, because it's like people want the title of having a manager, but they don't want to follow what's necessary to either be, productive, musically get better, have a better, air about them, just, get the shows and the promotion and the pictures. They don't want to do none of that.
No.
They just want to get paid. And it's like, you can't get paid and you ain't put in no work.
Right. How you expect to get to the payday? You know what I'm saying? It ain't just going to just fall out the sky.
You don't want to rehearse. You don't want to do nothing. So it's like, how you going to make it?
Right. They don't want to put that work in.
They ain't want to put the work in. So I say, fuck this. I'm done.
Yeah. I got to put in work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Time investment, money investment, invest in yourself.
And one thing I know about you too, you're a philanthropist also. You're always in philanthropy. You don't help others and things like that.
Yeah.
Me and you even teamed.
Yep, we teamed up.
Yes, and that was, it was great. That was great.
Yep, we teamed up.
That was great.
Yeah, I was doing a benefit through my radio station with basically helping displaced families. It started with women because of a news story I saw on one of the news stations about the city mission. Mm-hmm. And I was like, something got to be done. So I started a fundraiser and, reached out to people to donate. And of course, he came through.
I do.
It was
my
like,
brother happy to do it.
Yep. And no questions asked. Like, as soon as he seen it go up, he was like, bam, he was on it. Everybody else was a little slow to do it or whatever. Not Magnus over here. He was like, I'm on it.
I was happy to do it.
Magnanimous Magnus.
Yes. He owned it. He owned it.
So I was like, cool. So I did that. So from that year, it went from that year to the next year. But the next year, I said, I can't leave the men out. So I turned it into a women, children's, and men's, I forget what I called it, but for the displaced.
Right.
And I collected, all kinds of items, shoes, coats, toiletries, food packages, everything I could think of, we collected and donated to the city mission. And it actually had to go down there at one point with 2 SUVs to deliver everything that we had.
Believe it, yeah.
And it took a minute because we were so overwhelmed. We was just looking at it like, all right, well, we got to start sometime. We got to get this down there. So we just took the 2 SUVs, loaded them to the roof, and they had a guy that moved so fast. He was like unloading. He had that stuff unloaded like in 5 minutes.
Wow.
So
that's beautiful,
Yeah.
And I see a lot of like local artists, they always say things like, well, I can't wait till I make money off my music, or I can't wait till I get rich to help the people. Yeah. You don't have to be rich for that.
No.
All it takes is the will.
Yeah, and a little thought process.
Process behind it. Because honestly, and to those that do that, I'm kind of standoffish about, because it's like when we do things like that, we do it for his glory, not ours. Not ours. And when you're thinking like that, I'm like, who are you truly doing this for?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people get into things like that for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
For clout and things like that. It's not what it's for. And then talking to you, I knew what you were in it for.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, I even got questioned about it because they're like, well, why are you filming it? Because, blah, 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 this and that. And I was like, I'm filming it to get people to come down here. You don't question the news station when they on there having a bus drive or a drive for somebody and they filming it.
Right.
And
or pay it
trying to get
forward
people
or
down or pay it forward.
Right.
You ain't questioning them, but you're going to question me.
Right.
Because I'm filming, collecting the items and then dropping them off. And then the people who wanted to get on that may have been displaced, I didn't tell them they had to get on there. Right. They wanted to get on. I said, well, hold on. I got to give you a disclaimer. And I gave them a little disclaimer. And I said, okay, now if you want to do it, that's on you. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Right.
Now you got people that do that certain thing for a spotlight, but I was watching, you know, and the way you was urging people to come help. You know, that's a whole different matter right there. When you put it out there and you're urging people to come help, you got certain individuals that be on there like they be down at the shelter and stuff like that, and they'll be up there like it's like, look at me, look at what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know, now those are the ones that you should be, you know, accosting. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, and but yeah, you one in a million. You are
Definitely.
You are.
Definitely.
You are
one of the real ones. One of the ones that, you know, shoulders we stand on. One of the ones that you be proud to know that person. You know, I want to be proud to know a person. You know, when you want to be around them and their aura is just so giving.
right.
And they're just regular people.
Because
a lot of
each
people
other's
got
shoulders.
titles.
We kind of climb on each other's shoulders. Me, you, and him.
Yeah, pretty much. Because I remember when I first met her, and we going
That was
to
a long time ago.
Been a minute.
That's
and
a
she
long time
and she
ago.
was there when I was shopping around my song Windows of Pain with no beats, no nothing. It was just me doing it a cappella. She was there at the beginning.
Yeah, he like, hey, I do music, blah, blah, blah. Like,
Right.
oh, let me hear it.
Right.
And we was walking, matter of fact.
We was walking.
We was walking at Tire City. You
Yep,
outside
that's
Tire
Tire
City.
City,
You was
yep.
rapping to me.
Yep.
Yep.
And we had fun, and I mean, we all, me, you, and Greg went to the living room.
Yep.
And Silver B, that was his event. Shout out to Silver, and
Shout
he
out to
gave
Silver
me
B.
he gave me a shot. He said, "Hey, you got something positive?"
Yep.
And I said, "I got a positive song." He said, "Well, come on down."
Mm-hmm.
And you know, just went over there and went in. I didn't know it was filmed, and they taped it and gave me a copy, and that's when I started meeting people, Mick Beats and Humble G the Fiddler. And,
Yeah.
you know, shout out to Humble because he doing this thing.
Humble G.
And it was just great. And then, you know, from there, I was just running into her. Like, every time we turned
All
around,
the
we was
time.
at all events everywhere, you know.
all the time.
And she know all the old school acts. So I was like, oh, she take me back to my childhood. I was like, oh, she know all the old school, you know. So it's beautiful when you got a person that you can vibe with. You know, that ain't asking nothing of you in a bad sense, you know, trying to use you or something. Just wants to be a genuine person.
Right.
You can feel like when you're around that person, like, oh, this is genuine love. You don't feel like, uh-oh, what they up to? Dang, well, I got to keep doing this, looking around, and or somebody say, you know, she was talking about you back in such a, oh, man, what? Oh, man, she's dogging you, bro. Put all your business out there. Oh, man.
Oh, and trust, if I do, I'm waiting for you to come back so I can tell your ass personally.
Right, exactly.
Like, oh, they said
exactly.
it like, let's get this right.
Right.
Let me tell you what I said for real. And then we can separate the BS from, you know, whatever else.
Right.
You know, but she's never been, you know, drama affiliated, or, you know, it's never been a thing where you be like, this person.
I've been
you
pulled
know.
into some drama.
Yeah, we all have. We all pulled into something.
Man,
something.
we
different,
all
but-
have.
But us being drama king and queen, no.
And what I tell y'all, when you mess with my peace and my tranquility, we got some
Right.
problems.
Definitely
Yeah.
get some problems.
Yeah.
You know, and the fact that when going back to that, I remember when she was out in the streets and you had people, and I remember I called in that one time and we talked. And,
Yep.
And I shared
Yep.
some of my testimony because I know what that's like. You know.
Yep.
I haven't been homeless like that.
Yep.
I haven't been in the streets like that.
And that's how long
you
he's
know.
known me. And that
You
goes
know.
way back to 1992. No, actually before then. Because we knew each other as teenagers. So it goes way back before then.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Long, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Now we
Yeah.
cross paths periodically. Now we started crossing paths more.
Yeah.
And I got to my feet. And then I was crossing paths with him all the time.
Right. Right. You know, and that's beautiful when it's like that. And that's a God thing.
Yeah.
You know, God bring people around to you. Because at that time, when I went with at the time of the living room, you know, homeless, bouncing house to house. So I was already going through stuff. So, you know, you already have that, you know, I have to do the music to keep me sane, to keep me
Right.
going.
I know
every
that.
day,
I know that
to
feeling.
put
Yeah.
something positive out there
Yeah.
because I'm going through something negative. So I got to put the positive on top of that, you know, to mostly hiding the pain for real because I was going through it.
That's how
you know.
That's how I was when I was homeless. You know, when I was
Yeah,
at shelter,
yeah,
I was living
man.
where I could. You know, but when people saw me, they couldn't, unless they knew me personally.
Right.
You know, I didn't let people see that. They didn't know. You know,
Right.
and that, you know, and like still doing my music,
Right,
still doing what I needed to do. You know,
Right. Right?
Yeah.
I was still doing events. I was still going to the hip hop workshop faithfully. Wasn't missing a beat. I was still, and this is back when the workshop was bouncing around before Cleveland State. This is when they still was doing it here and there and here and there and here
Yeah,
and there.
because it was at different places. Yeah.
Right? You know, the library. I mean, we were
Yep.
doing it anywhere we could.
Yes,
Pippin's
y'all
Beverage
were-
on 105 in the back.
Yep, y'all was,
You know,
yep.
calling posts. I mean, we was just bouncing. You know, we went everywhere. We was all on 93rd. We was everywhere. Then they got, you know, I got that call and he was just like, hey man, we're gonna be at Cleveland State. That's gonna be our home. You know, the late great Dr. Williams, he was like, hey, y'all can come down here and have a home. And that from there it was just like, that's what's up.
And that's where
And
it's
I've
been
been
ever
to a
since.
couple of those.
Yeah, and it's just been great. Meeting great people. You know, we had everybody, councilmen, everybody just come through there, and it's just been great. And now I'm considered the ambassador of the workshop. So, you know, they like, you don't just come to the workshop, you are a part of the workshop. And, you know, so they christened me that. So, you know, which is good, you know, but she
Well, you're the ambassador.
I get it from you. I bounce it off of you for real, you know.
He's the guy.
No, I don't
You
even
know.
watching you, bro.
He's the guy. He's the guy. The
But it's
guy.
just, I try, man. I try to be, you know, and I always want to have good people around me. So
Yeah.
when I personally endorse somebody, that's because I love them,
Right.
You know, and want to give them their flowers while because this is what we doing. We giving them flowers while they're here.
Yeah.
You know, when you bring them on the podcast, you really showing them love. You letting them, you know, tell their story, tell their side of it. You giving them their flowers. So anything was to happen, you say, at least at one point I did, you know, congratulate or gave them a hug or let them tell some of their story or,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
and you won't feel bad like, dang, I was getting ready to do that. Or maybe I should have, you know, it's no guilty conscience when you see them. You know, if you happen to go to their funeral, it won't be like, oh, and you just feel so guilty. And no, show them love here. And when I say show love, it don't even have to be like a podcast. Check on them, you know, because you know.
Oh, you
I
do
check-
that daily.
Yeah, yeah,
Daily.
Daily.
When I say daily,
yeah.
and I mean multiple times a day.
Multiple
It don't
times. Yeah, you know.
like sis, you good? Yeah, I'm, you know, blah
that's the type
blah.
of dude he is. You know, I can believe that.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean daily. And,
Daily. Y'all
I
hearing
try to
this
go back
daily.
because I be trying to remember, but because he do it so much, now I'm like with him. It's like, hey, what's up, Ronnie? How you feeling? Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, because that's something, you know, sometimes you can't just talk about, you got to do it. And I just wanted to be that person that, you know, when I say, hey, I check on people, like you literally will see me. Like if you went in my phone and just text messages or inboxes
Yep.
or whatever,
I ain't
you
got
will
none but
see,
inboxes.
you know, you'll see where I'm like, good morning or how are you doing? Because,
Yep.
you know, some people dealing with loss or dealing, you know, dealing with a whole bunch of heartache. You know, shout out to Lil Cheek. Funeral was today.
Yeah.
So Cheek the Freak, you know, I didn't
Rest
I
in
know I
peace.
didn't come see you this morning, Cheek,
my
but
God.
it was hard for me this morning. Definitely you a good friend. But you know I love you, Cheek. And I'm gonna ride with you, Cheek, and I'm gonna say it in your voice. Man, when you gonna do the music? Man, do the music. I'm doing the music, Cheek. I'm gonna do the music.
See, yeah, you
I
might.
went and
See,
got me a
he
laptop
done
last
made a
night,
promise to
Cheek. You know what I'm
Cheek.
saying?
He done made a promise to you,
Yeah,
man.
I done made a promise
He
to you,
gonna
Cheek.
see
You
to
know
it that
what I'm
he fulfills that
So,
promise.
I'm in the beginning stage. I went and got me a laptop and a microphone last night, Cheek.
Good.
So it's on. So Cheek, I love you. I
Yes.
thank you for
Rest
the
in
memories.
heaven, brother. Rest
You
in
know,
heaven.
rest in heaven.
Yep, rest
You know,
peaceful.
Taken from us too soon.
Yes,
too
too soon. You know, I'm gonna definitely put up some more posts for Cheek. I'm gonna definitely dedicate some stuff to Cheek. So you know, it's definitely love. Shout out to Bone Thugs because I know
Yes.
y'all hurt
Shout
me,
out
and
to
I
them.
know that was y'all brother too, just like it was my
My
brother.
St. Clair brethren,
Yes,
man.
yes, sir. St. Clair
My
brothers.
St. Clair
You
brethren.
know, all the affiliates too, because a lot of the affiliates reached out to Cheek. I've been around Cheek where Mo Thugs and them came around him, so definitely affiliates. You know, and the hood too, because a lot of hoods loved him. You know, it wasn't just about hip hop; it was just people in general. Because I watched that love. I was around him and watched
Yes.
different people from all walks of life walk up to him and shake his hand or say what's up to him or whatever. So you know, in the words of Suave, he said everything you like about the hood that was Cheek, and for real,
Yeah.
that's definitely him. So
Yeah.
definitely shout out to Cheek and rest comfortably, Warrior. You know, That's for sure. And I'm gonna do the music. I'm gonna do the music, man. I got you, man. So I promise you, I will do the music. And shout out to Mick Boo. Mick Boo, I am gonna do the music. Yes, sir, because you get on me too. So I promise you.
Ronnie, are you gonna do the music?
Yes.
You sure you gonna do the music?
I promise you. I got some new music
sure
coming.
you gonna do the all right?
I got some instrumentals in tow.
You sure you
this
gonna
time
do the music? You don't
around,
want no size 11
I
up
got
your...
no. I really don't. I really don't.
Yeah. See.
I
And,
really don't.
and she's promising you that.
Yeah. I'm gonna get personal. A lot of people don't know I'm gonna get personal with this project. You know, they gonna see how I get personal. It's gonna be some tears and some stuff too. It's gonna be some heartfelt stuff. But of course, as usual in fashion, I'm gonna give y'all the bars. And my bars is gonna be real ignorant. So some bars may be hard to take, but I'm coming with some Biggie ignorant bars. So you know, some of y'all gonna be a little scared, but I am an MC, you know, first and foremost. But you know, I'm an artist at the core. So y'all gonna hear some little artsy stuff. And, you know. Yeah, I ain't doing no LL Cool J now. I ain't you know, I ain't that type of guy. I ain't that dude there, you know. But I got some stuff that, you know.
All I ever heard was straight hip hop. So I don't know.
I don't do all that. I think I do stuff by moods, and I just always want to do stuff to make sense. When I did the song "Lonely," you know, shout out to HJS because he put a beat on that people that know me know I don't use them types of beats, even though I love them. But the beat was hard. We did the song "Lonely." HJS came with the idea. Richie Carlisle, shout out to him. Second verse.
Yeah,
Al
shout out to
Porter
him.
was on it. You
Al,
know,
what's up, Al?
You know, Al, big bro, and y'all know I got the last verse. And you know, on behalf of 1008 Vision, you know, I directed it. GMS, you know, they edited. Suave, he filmed it. So
Yep,
they
shout
out to Suave. They let me do my thing, and he said, whatever you want to do, OG, I'm just gonna film it. So he let me be me. That was my first time directing. So you know, that's another feather in the cap. So short films coming, long films coming. It's gonna be some clothing line stuff. And to let y'all know, yeah, I am BKL. So for those of y'all that didn't know, you know, definitely BKL. I'm rocking with them. And as BKL is rocking with 1008, so let me make that clear too, because you know it's not no separate thing where we competing and all this. No, we all family. Shout out to the co-op. So we all family. This is a family thing. You seeing right here, 3 people. We are family. Beyond the music, beyond the lights and the cameras, we are family.
What I tell you when you dropped it out, I said, "Oh, you messed up now. You stuck."
I remember that. Exactly what she told me. That's exactly what she told me. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
In those words, she like you stuck.
Right.
She like you stuck.
Right. So what you got going on now? I know you always got something brewing, something you want to do.
Well, right now I'm just, you know, working on some little stuff. I still have my company, Red Queen Public Relations and Photography LLC. I do, you know, here and there I do PR, but I largely deal with photography aspect.
Okay.
And you know, I keep getting asked. I can't believe how many times I've been asked about this radio show. Well, because you know, at one point I was doing 4 radio shows, then I had to cut down because I was getting tired, and then I went down to 3, and I was doing 3 for the longest. But I can't believe how many people is like, "Oh, your radio show. When you gonna bring your radio show back? Your radio show. I say, if I get one more question about this radio show, I'm gonna explode.
Right.
I'm like, I get it, but I don't get it. But okay.
Right.
So, you know, only answer I can give everybody is stay tuned.
Yes.
That's it.
That's it. Yeah. Because it's timing. A lot of stuff is timing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that I wanted to do.
Right.
You know, but it wasn't the time to do that.
Exactly.
You know, because when you have personal situations going on, a lot of stuff that people came to me with, they either thought it was an arrogant thing or they thought maybe I just didn't have time for them or wasn't trying to hear them. It's just that when you go through some things, you can't always fulfill your entertainment obligations or whatever.
You know about that.
Stuff.
I told you what happened.
Yeah.
That caused me to stop for a while.
Yeah, and you know, and I had all kinds of situations and stuff, and people say, "Damn, why you didn't go back to do this or do that?" Because life happened. Right. You know, there's a life beyond entertainment or public speaking or for the I'm for the people, but I have to take care of my people. You know, I got people to take care of too. You know, and not just street people. You know, or community people. You know, and then taking care of self. Because, you know, if I fall, I take too many with me. So, you know, and it's hard when you go through real life struggles. You know, we all warriors. All three of us up here is warriors.
Yeah.
But let's just be honest. It's not easy to be strong.
It ain't.
It is
It
not.
is
And it's a job to
Nope.
be strong. This is a job.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a
a
job to be strong.
And everybody get used to you being like that, so it's like,
Yeah.
oh, you got to be like that 24/7,
You can't.
365.
Right. And they
for
just
years
load your
and
plate up because
years
they're like,
and
oh, he can
years.
handle the weight
right.
or she
You
can
can't.
handle the
You
weight.
can't. You can't. And
It's hard.
and then it just gets to be so much. It gets to be too
Overwhelming.
much.
And you may know this, that after a while it's like you either gonna go this way or you gonna go that way.
Right.
You know, now I got to the point where I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, yeah.
Period.
Right.
I wake up in the morning.
I grab my circle that I'm close with
Right.
and
Yeah.
a certain few other people, and then I'm like,
Right.
that's it.
That's
Anything
right.
else, I could care less.
Yeah, I wake up in the morning and I'll be like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just fuck it.
2 peas in a bucket.
Right.
Fuck it. Yep. And and it's like that, man.
Exactly.
It's like that, man. Man, I tell people, I tell them, you gotta understand.
It is not easy.
I'm not that guy anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's, you know, I don't know if I'm better or if I'm worse. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm not that guy anymore.
I'd say better.
You know, and
You're constantly
definitely.
evolving.
yeah, you know, I'm trying.
And we growing, you know, because now
You.
now we older, you know, we entering into a different decade now. You know, it's another decade we enter into.
Yeah.
His is coming up. I just hit that milestone June 18th.
Yeah,
so,
mine coming up. So.
you know, his is coming, and he gonna do his like Harlem Nights. So I gotta go ahead and and get booted and suited.
You know, I'm trying to work on this 50th birthday party. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get some things together because I have to have a party for my 50th.
Yeah.
And once the details, and it's getting close.
It's getting close.
And once the details are solid, you will definitely know about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
Yeah, it's gonna be on.
I don't go many places, but I'm gonna show up for that.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't party like that, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna party this.
This
I'm
time,
man,
right.
this is a milestone. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
And man, I just sometimes I look at my watch and I go, never thought this thing would go the distance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, cause, like, you know, do either of you look back, like when you used to be homeless and be like, damn, I don't know if I'm gonna make it to 25. I don't know if I'm gonna make it to 30,
Yeah.
45,
Yeah.
50.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's common.
Because
It's
we
like,
couldn't see the end of the. I couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Me neither.
You know, and I bounced from house to house for so long.
Oh,
it was
me
like
too.
an off and
Me
on
too.
thing, and it went for years.
Me too.
Like some people,
Yeah,
like, oh, I did it for like 90 days, and everything was great. Like,
No.
no, I had none of that.
This
It
was a
was
few
just, you know,
years.
because in between that time too, trying to have a relationship and stuff like that too, because I tried to have a balance, you know, and then when that's over with, then I'm back out here again. I'm back in this situation. I'm back in that situation and stuff. Because you try to do it right as you get older. You try to make your life a little more calmer.
Right.
Yeah.
And being community, you know, advocate, you know, you're going to take shots. So, you know, people going to look at you and say, well, Dad, well, how's his character before we start to believe in this dude or hang with this dude? And there's a lot of people that give me their blessings. So I try my best to carry myself a certain way too and to do things. But then those that know me closely be like, we know you rough around the edges. We know that you part of it. You know, you that evil twin will rear his head at time. I had to tell him, calm down, bro. You know, calm down. We ain't going. But it ain't easy because you got people try to take you there for.
That's what they say about us
you
Geminis.
know. Yeah, and
I tell them 99.9% of the time I'm sweet as pie.
because me and her both.
That
Geminis.
0.1%.
You know, my fiance,
I'm
my
lying. That 1%.
fiance is a Gemini, okay?
Yeah.
And I'm a Sagittarius, so you know what
Shout
that
out to her.
combination is. You know what that combination is like. I'm Sagittarius. I'm a hunter.
Yeah, trust me, I already
And
know
when I
about
get-
Sagittarius.
and when I get hungry, and when I get hungry, I hunt. You know what I'm saying? It's just everybody know how Sagittarius are. We don't like to be told that we can't. We are very stern. We are, man. That's one word, putting it mildly for us. Main word is assholes. We are considered that, but hey, it is what it is. We're just who we are, and there's no boundaries with us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and like I said, me and Tiff, like I said, you got a Gemini and a Sagittarius, and
Shout out to Tiff.
it's always It's always interesting.
Tiff, what up?
It's always interesting.
Yeah.
I had the pleasure of meeting her
Yep.
the day he came and dropped the stuff off. So.
Mhm.
She's a sweet young lady.
Yeah. She that's, you know what I'm saying? She keeps me grounded. She keeps me grounded. She completes me.
Literally in the room.
Keep me grounded.
You're grounded. No,
She keeps me grounded, and she.
But
she
that's what it
completes
should
me.
be. That's what it should
Yeah,
be.
yeah.
You know, for both sides. You know, for man
You got to
and
have a
woman.
yin to your yang.
Yeah, you do.
You
You
know.
do. And you
For-
gotta have that peace.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta have that person you can go to.
Right.
When you get away from all the hustle and bustle, if you work a job, if you work in a business or whatever you got going on, to be when you close that door and you feel like you need to unload, you gotta have that person to unload on.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't need them to figure out what the problem is. You just need that ear. I just need to
sometimes
unload
you might
this
not even
sometimes.
have to talk. You
Right.
might just need them there,
Yeah.
cuddle you, or just lay
Yeah,
up
give
on
me a
them
hug.
and just,
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
just chill
yeah.
out, peace and quiet.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I get people all the time like, "Why you still single?" I'm like, because I don't want my peace disturbed. And it's
Right.
like, now if you can come to me and you ain't gonna disturb my peace and you can add to it,
Right.
I'm all for
Right.
you.
When
Let's
you're
go.
not the subtraction and you the addition,
Right.
that's the best thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
'cause
When I see you and I'm happy to see you,
Yes.
exactly on
you
a
know,
regular basis,
Right.
happy to see you.
Yeah.
Because there's people that's been married 1,000 years and
can't stand each other.
yeah, can't stand each other or they just existing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it ain't even a bad. It's just that they have this routine. It's like, oh, you read the paper, I watch TV.
Yeah.
He reads the paper, she watch
Exactly.
TV, and no, you know,
No
and
touching,
every
no
now
nothing.
nothing, and every now and then it'll just be like, hey, Marshall's got a sale. What?
No, you want to go to Marshall's this one day?
You know what I mean? Like, you know, so you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
crazy. You know, but
Yeah.
but it's definitely, and it's a blessing that we here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we here today. You know, we woke up today amidst everything that goes on in the day.
I'm always grateful for that.
You know, we just you
It's
know,
crazy out here. Man.
Yeah,
It's
it is. And me and him talk about a lot of little stuff, and I talk with other people too. The morals and values change, and every time a decade leaves,
Man.
it's
Right.
more and more disrespect. It's
Ooh.
less and less morals.
Lord.
It's
Man.
less and less caring. It's
No
less and less
morals.
kindness.
That's the truth.
You
for
know,
real.
no principles, no values, no you know, no nothing. When I was coming up, you didn't disrespect the elders. Now they kill the elders. Now they rob the elders and beat the elders and rape the elders and burn their house down. And you find the elder dead in the back of the house
Yeah.
and find out some dude killed it. You be like, wait. Like, we didn't do this
We
when
didn't
we
do
was coming
that.
up. There wasn't no
Like,
epidemic
didn't
on
do that.
elders when we was coming up.
what just happened here? You
Yeah.
know, what's-
Wait a
It was like a
minute.
chain of respect. And
Yeah,
you didn't cross that line.
yeah. Even if they said something you didn't like, okay, Miss Lady, you know, it still was
You
okay. I'm
still-
sorry,
yeah, you
with
took-
respect.
Right,
you
you
know?
took
Sucked
it
it
on
up.
the chin. You took it on the chin.
You took it on the
kept
chin, you kept it
Yep.
moving. And even she took a switch to you because she liked you or she loved you and was trying to show you, hey, you can't do this.
Right.
You know, and you didn't look at her in a bad way. You looked at her like, hey, if she did that,
Yeah,
You
I
know,
might have deserved that
I
at
might
that
have deserved
time.
it. I was dead
Mhm.
wrong, you know.
Right.
And that was the pillars of the community, or as we say, the neighborhood watch.
Mhm.
You know, I came from that. The
'Cause
neighborhood
aunties and
watch.
uncles,
aunties and uncles,
cousins, everybody
you
was
know,
outside
everybody.
watching.
Yep.
You know, next door neighbors, people down the street. If a little kid walking at some weird time of night, hey, where is you going? Hey, are you lost or what's going on? Where your parents at? You know, where's your mother? Where's your father? You know, do you need me to take you somewhere? You know, are you hurt? Or are you know, now you scared of that because the little kid's scared of the car, might get in the car and not be seen again.
Right.
You
But,
know, or
I think the influx of social media has something to do with that too, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you why I say that. Because you have all these ideologies that get put out on social media, and then somebody picks up on it, kind of likes it, and then they start following that
yeah,
ideology.
they do.
To thy own self be true. That's not your ideology.
Right.
Your ideology is what you felt before they inputted that into your psyche.
Right.
So, you know, my thing is be true to yourself. Don't
Right.
follow everything you see on social media. Don't
Yeah.
follow everything you see in the street.
Right.
You know, have your own mind.
Yeah, because these people is made up now, and these movies and stuff,
Yeah.
they so made up. They don't even know who they are, you know, at all. And even when it comes to, and social media killed the dating scene.
Oh man!
let's
Oh,
talk about
It
that.
killed
don't
it
even get me
dead.
started.
It killed it dead.
Woo!
Let's
Dead.
get started. Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Man.
killed it dead.
It killed it. It killed
It
it.
killed it
dead.
Man, you talk
know,
about the man.
You know, no more love letters, no more
You talk
cards for
about
no
the-
reason, no
the-
flowers,
man.
and you know, courting.
No one courts.
Nobody
courts.
knows how to
To
court.
court.
That yeah.
Right.
Right there.
No one knows how to court. They
Yeah.
don't know how to date you.
Right. Right.
They idea of dating you like, okay, so I'm gonna put this out there. I had invited somebody out. Well, no, it was a conversation, and I was just like, you know, they was like, well, let's go out. So we went out. Then I was like, okay, let's go out, because you know we went out the first time. So I was like, okay, well, let's go out. You know, this time on me. BS, just BS. I'm like, you know what? I ain't gonna do this. It's too many of y'all that BS. So it's like you want somebody who's assertive, but then you get somebody who's assertive, and you don't know what the fuck to do with them. You want a good woman, but you don't know what to do with them. You want this, but you don't know what to do with it. Don't ask for what you really don't. You know what you want.
Yeah.
So instead of playing the game, just go after what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a nutshell.
Yeah.
But that's not what it is. It's like it's got to be some sort of game where you know they don't know how to court. It's like guy takes you out. In response, you take the guy out. Guy takes you out again. You take him out. That's like courting back and forth. Not to say that I have to take you out. Not to say you have to take me out.
Right.
But I'm the type of person that's just me.
Yeah.
You know, you took me out. Okay, I appreciate that. I'm gonna let you know I appreciate that.
Right.
Now I'm gonna take you out. I got it. You know, but guys seem to have a problem with that. It's like, oh my God, you know, what do I do with this? But the minute you run into a chick who ain't doing none of that, then it's like all bitches ain't shit. Okay,
Yeah.
well,
But you
had a woman that was about something,
Yeah.
and that ain't what you wanted. So you wanted a bitch that wasn't about shit, so you could have something to complain about.
Right.
So
Right.
speak on this because I want the woman's point of view.
Yeah.
I want the woman's point of view. Speak
Yeah.
on this, please. Yes,
know.
you.
It's and you know I came from you know a blessing to have been around women, you know, so I kind of came from the, you know, my mother's romantic. So I used to help her set up stuff for when she had somebody over.
Yeah.
You know, she would call ahead, hey, you know, hey, wash the dishes because I got to come. Okay, you know, but I would see the stuff that she would do, along as what my grandmother did with my grandfather.
And that
He
was
had work all day, and
commonplace.
you know. But it got to a point where I began to appreciate that. Like that's something that I wanted in my life, and I liked.
Because how else are you gonna learn?
Right, you know, but see, I was raised gentleman from the beginning, you know, because my grandmother, my mother, you know, they were, you know, and great grandmother, because I was her favorite. It was a thing where, you know, open that door for that lady. You know, you see that woman struggling with those packages, grab those packages. You know, you talk with some respect, act like you've been somewhere. When you go out on a date, you look appropriate. Your hair got to
That don't
be,
happen either.
you know, your hair got to be cut. Your pants has to be ironed, creased. You know, we had the crease back then with the,
Yeah.
you know, when you step out the
Now
house
you ain't got
without
so
that-
much worry
No,
about
you
it,
ain't
but
gotta
old
worry
school
about it
is
now.
still,
You know, old
you know,
school,
still
you know,
creasing
creasing
pants.
the pants, you know. And we were gentlemen. No matter what we did in the street, we were gentlemen. You know, and you want to be a player. First rule of even being a player is a gentleman. You know, and it's a way you talk to a person. You know, I always came from the, you know, my grandfather said, no matter who it is, no matter what walk of life they from, if they respect you as a man, then you respect them accordingly. If they show you love, then you show them. The problems I will run into is they'll look at that like I was being flirtatious, or I'm looking at, or I'm doing excessive too much. But see, anybody that knows me, my aura has always been with the smile, or to greet you as, hey, how you know, hey, you look good, or you smell good, or hey, you know,
Oh,
it's
what's
been a
up,
while
sister?
since I see you. What's up, sis? I love you. You know, give a hug, and people, oh, you doing a little too much. You know, I was with a girl, she was like, you showing too many teeth when you say hi to that girl. I'm like, what do you mean? Too many teeth? You kind of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. Usually you only show 6 teeth. Today you show 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, girl, come on with that. You know, and a lot of people don't know to add on what she said, a lot of people don't know who they with too. to understand their
Well,
plight.
because they lie so much.
Right.
Right.
Instead of being who you are,
right.
and unapologetically who you
Right.
are, and unapologetically afraid to be who you are.
Right.
It's got to be
Right.
this facade, this fake
Yeah.
internet personality that
Yeah.
they put on.
Yeah.
You know, and
Everybody wants
then
to be
they get
tough.
mad when you don't know who they are. Like, oh, well, you don't know me. Well, I wonder why I don't know
Right,
you.
right.
Shit.
Yeah.
Show me
Right.
who you are, then I
Exactly.
know who you are.
And then you got the flip side where the girl know how the dude is, but you complaining about him. But
Yep.
you know
But you
how
knew
he is.
what you had when you
When
first
you got
got
with him.
with
Yeah.
him.
You know,
Yep.
you wanted the street dude. Okay, you knew your dude was a street dude.
Yep.
You know, I knew he was a street dude, but he always gone. But when you got with him, he was
He was
in
gone.
the streets.
Yeah.
He was gone then.
Yeah.
But now you act like it's okay because you wanted him. So you're like, oh yeah, girl, I got exactly what I want. Until street stuff come up.
Right.
Then when he come home like, pack a bag, we gotta go. I'm so tired of do. Okay, but you knew who he was when you got with him.
Right.
Yeah.
And I say that to say this, I was a bouncer at one point. So I used to go to all different bars. So when you a bouncer versus as a person going to the bar, when you're a bouncer, you see it on the other side. So you see this game unfold before it unfolds. The girl don't know that the dude is on some game. And I done seen women sit back and plot some game on some dudes, you know, and I'm just sitting like, wow, I'm finna watch all of this unfold, you know, game after game after game after game. And I would hear women just complain, he don't do this, and I hate him, and the third, and this, and this, and this, and this. But you getting ready to go right home and pull up covers with the same dude you just got through dogging for 4 hours. You finna pull up these covers, skin on grin, kiss him, and all the rest of this other stuff. Then come right back outside the house and get to complain about him all over again. You know, and it's like, well, you know, I met a girl, I've been in this relationship 11 years. I only loved him for the second year. I'm like, okay, well, what happened with the other 9 years? So you just stayed? Then once I investigated, it was like the reason why you stay because he pay all the bills and you ain't got to do nothing.
See, that's the thing.
So
too.
you stay because of that. But
And then you
out of
miserable.
convenience.
You
People
miserable.
stay.
Out
Yeah,
of
people will
convenience,
stay with a
right.
person out of convenience.
Right.
You can't stay with
No.
you can't stay with somebody out of convenience.
You want him to
I'm-
pay the
I'm-
bills
I'm-
and get
I'm
you a
a-
man to take care of your other needs.
I'll tell you
Nah.
personally. I'll tell you
No,
personally.
That don't work.
My ex-wife. You know what I'm saying? Me and her were high school sweethearts. Me and her were together for 20 years before it was finally all over. You know, and the last 2 years of our marriage is when it got, bad.
Mhm.
And I could feel that we were with each other out of convenience. I wanted to stay for the sake of my daughters. You know what I'm saying? You can't even stay for the sake of your
That
children.
doesn't work.
You know,
that
and-
never
and-
works.
and- and-
No,
you know,
I
and-
used to
and-
tell people that,
never
like,
work.
I'm not staying for the sake of the kids because you their father or whatever.
right.
That's never gonna work because
No.
if I'm miserable, it's
Mhm.
gonna show.
And then
And my
your
kids
kids
gonna
gonna
feel
see
it.
it. They
They
gonna
gonna
see
feel
it
it,
and
feel it in
Mhm.
my aura. They gonna
Yep.
see it. Mommy's unhappy, blah blah. Like I hear my daughter tell me all the time. You know what? I just want you to be happy.
Yes.
She's like, I hope you find somebody that's gonna make you happy. I said, well, right now I ain't looking.
Right.
So,
right.
I mean, if
Yeah.
it happened, it happened. But I'm not
Right.
looking. You
And
know.
then it took something to really happen to really force everything.
Mhm.
You know, and even then, I had left, but I wanted to come back home.
Yeah.
Because it was like I was with her for all these years.
Mhm.
I love her.
Mhm.
I can't live without her.
Mhm.
But something forced it after that to make me realize that I could live without her.
Mhm.
And that's where it had been like, ever since.
And sometimes you need that little push, like get out.
Yeah. It was hurtful.
Yeah.
The way it came down, it was very hurtful, but it had to happen. And honestly, like right now, I'm the one that's all right, and she's the miserable one. You know what I'm saying? She'll tell people she's not miserable, she's happy, this, that, and the third. But you know your mate when you've been with them for a long time.
Exactly.
You know them.
Exactly.
And their mannerisms and the way they address stuff. So the way she addresses things lets me know that she's miserable.
Yeah.
Even though she ended up with everything, that don't mean shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You can have everything and still be missing.
I left with nothing but my clothes. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, she's still miserable.
Yeah, and I've done that. I've left everything and been happy as hell. Like, I'm free.
Most of the relationships I was in, I end up leaving everything because I said, if this is what it cost me to be, I had a person that stole from me while I was in the penitentiary. And I mean, when I say took everything, I'm talking about everything. When I say everything, I'm talking about underwear, socks, drawers, t-shirts, beaters, leather coats, winter coats, jewelry. I mean, my rap book.
Your thongs.
Oh, no. Hold up, I ain't got that.
I had to break it up a little bit.
See, this only show where you can get away with this sort of stuff. See, this why our show is so special.
Get that off.
This is why our podcast is so special.
You should have
And I mean special.
Right.
I mean special is in a crazy ass kind of way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You
It's
never
a different type
know.
of podcast
You
today,
never
man.
know what's gonna come out of someone's
Never know.
mouth when
No
you come
script.
to it.
Can't put me with people I know. It's all bad.
Right,
It's
right,
all
right.
downhill.
That was great.
That was a good one.
Hey, I'm quick with it.
Yeah.
I tell my one friend all the
Yeah.
time, I
We
said,
both
don't
Geminis.
throw it
We
if you
got
don't
quick
want it.
with
I
it.
said,
Yeah.
because, dude, my brain
Yeah.
run a mile a minute. So he
Yeah,
tried.
mine too.
I'm on the phone with him. I'm like half asleep. He talking. He said something smart. And I shot right back. He said, Dag, I thought you weren't going to shoot back because you was tired. I said, man, you got me messed up. My
Right.
brain work even when I'm tired.
Right. Mine always turning. Gemini's minds will never quit turning.
I'm like, man, please.
Yeah.
I said, I might be an insomniac. I said, but trust me. I said, I got enough oxygen in my brain to fire back at you.
Yes, she do. I do too. Yeah, I got some wits and I say some stuff.
That's
Like,
me
did he
too,
fire
man.
back like that?
Oh man, I let him have it.
Mm-hmm.
I let him
Yeah.
have it, man. Like I'm like,
And when you've been through situations, you just naturally have a snap back. It's natural. It's like you can't teach that. That's something you
Like
naturally
the
have.
sarcasm bug.
Yeah.
I always laugh because I say me and the doctor at work, we always fire back at each other. But it's like in a comical way. Like we be sarcastic and we just die laughing. And everybody looking at us like, what's wrong with y'all? And we be having so much fun just cracking up laughing.
Right.
And if it ain't that, we be talking about like movies and music.
Right.
But yeah, we just that sarcastic bug we got in common, and we just
That's
crack
me.
up. It like just tickle us
good.
to
You
our
need
soul
that.
to just crack up laughing.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? That's me. You know what I'm saying? Like a friend of mine, he always would have something to say, and then I would catch him right in the middle of what he about to say, and I would finish the sentence for him, and it would be some shit that would blow him away. Like one time, he was like this. He was like, "What doesn't kill you," I said, "usually succeeds in the second attempt." He was like, he was stuck. He said, "That could only come from you." He was like, that guy said.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. So stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because I tell I'm a sarcastic person, but usually my sarcasm comes when somebody does something stupid or just says something stupid. And I'm just like, here it comes. Like I'm trying not to.
I'm trying to hold it in.
I'm trying to hold it in, but they testing my sarcasm button.
Right. And it's pushing it, and it's like, I'm like, I gotta let it out. Here it come. Here it come.
Right.
Like I give you so many before I just let it out.
Right.
Like
Okay,
okay,
like, you know what?
They just keep going. All right, time. All right, I'm about to just let it blow.
Right.
You like here, have some of mine.
Right. Exactly.
Like I'm about to teach you sarcasm 101,
Yo,
102,
yes, I'm
and
about to-
201.
Yes, I'm about to teach you.
Right. True.
Throw 200 in there too.
Like I got a degree in this, okay? It's like, man.
Yeah, but I tell people I don't mean no harm. You know, I'm just a sarcastic individual. It's more like intellectual sarcasm. You know?
Yeah.
So
Exactly what it is. Yeah.
That's a great thing.
Yeah, it is, man.
You know, and you gotta laugh.
You know me. I'm always laughing.
Yeah, laughing. I always laugh about stuff. They say, man, every time we see you, just laughing. You never know what you're going through. True.
Yeah.
But, I feel like I remember a time when I couldn't laugh.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason I laugh even more now than ever did, because I know what it's like to get up every day and ain't nothing funny.
Exactly.
You know, for a long time.
Exactly.
When
Right.
wasn't nothing funny.
And
We ain't
nothing
talking
funny.
like a few days or a few months. I'm talking about years
Exactly.
of stuff when it was not funny. Like you really couldn't even. If you did laugh, it was forced.
Yeah.
You know, you had to force yourself to laugh
Yeah.
or something. But like now, I can do it naturally. you
See,
know.
and with you being a John, you bring up a good point because I'm the same way. I said I got to laugh, and
Yes.
they said, "Well, why you laugh so much? Why you always cracking jokes? Why you always posting these memes or this and this?" I'm like, because I love to laugh. I said
Yeah,
that
I do
sometimes
too.
people
Yes.
are going through stuff
Yes.
and they need an outlet. They
They
need
do.
to laugh. They need to,
They do,
you know, they don't want to be miserable, but they're going through something. But if you could take their mind off of what they're going through for
Yeah.
5 minutes
Yeah.
or even 30 seconds,
Yeah.
that's 30 seconds
Yeah.
that they weren't focused on their problems.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
you know, I'm always cracking jokes.
And I do
cracking
that.
jokes, laughing,
Laughing,
posting
yeah.
silly
Yeah.
stuff, you know,
Right.
just laughing.
Right.
I tell
Right.
people, I said I laugh to keep from crying.
That too.
Yeah.
I definitely,
Yeah.
definitely did that plenty of times.
Yeah.
I think that's what I did recently at the Black on Black crime. Shout out to Black on Black. Hey, when I just picked up the mic and just started roasting, because because we were there, we were mingling, you know, people talking, but it got to a point where nobody
It's
was
too
laughing.
serious, yeah.
And everybody, you know, you got
Yeah.
somebody sitting way over here, you got a woman sitting way over here, then other
pressure
people
bust
sitting over
pipes.
there, and
Yes.
nobody's saying nothing. They sitting there. It's a DJ, and I'm just like, okay, he ain't playing no music. The DJ thing is set up, you know, and we talking amongst each other. So it's kind of like that dead air. So it's like something got to happen, you know. So
Yeah.
I just got in a silly mood, and I was just like, well, let me get on here, you know. I never know because Al always liked to take pictures and film stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but never knowing he was gonna capture me. But
Mhm.
you know, and some people even got offended, I guess, because you know, I was like, but I'm used to that because when I do the
Yeah.
hip hop workshop news, I mean, I say stuff, knowledge through comedy. So when I say stuff in a comedic way, a lot of people been butthurt by a lot of stuff I said for years. Al is like, look, hip hop workshop is a fixture at the hip hop workshop because they come to the hip hop workshop sometime to hear my workshop news, and they be like, wonder what he finna say today. He finna say something left field, cause I done said, you know, and Al say, hey, he's gonna be controversial. I am because I talk about your heroes. Them same people y'all call heroes. I'll sit back and make something comedic about them, and they be like, "Oh, you shouldn't." And that's not even your family member, but you talking
Like, do you know him?
Like a certain
Like-
reverend that, you know, is
Yeah.
a well-known reverend that slept with all kinds of women. He was a
Yeah.
womanizer.
Right? You know, and I'm putting
Let's
out
call
here-
it what it is.
Yeah.
Right. You know, and I'm
call it
speaking
what it
facts. It ain't like I'm slandering nobody or just make this is stuff you see public
It's
record.
public record.
This is stuff you done seen in the media. They done got caught red-handed. You
Yep.
know, it's been cameras on them when they've been arrested
But
and
now
got
all
in
of a
their car.
sudden you shot.
But yeah, now I make a joke. They be, oh, you can't say that, man.
I just
You-
did.
you-
Like,
you
I
know.
just did. Okay.
You know, Suave one day said, man, you went in so much of the hip hop workshop news. He said, I thought you was going to get sued because you was putting names and all kind of stuff. And man, I said, you got to remember, first of all, everything I've ever said is not rehearsed. Even when I did that roasting, everything I do is freestyle. So I did what was in my heart. Sometimes I'll start something and I go into a tandem and I just got to saying everything I was feeling at that point. And it came out like that. You know, sometimes I'll say something, I'll start you out laughing, then by the time it's over with, I'll have you real serious because I may speak on something that touched my heart at that moment while I'm talking. And something will come and I'll be, you know, because I'll stress to people the importance. Yeah, we laugh, we joke, we have fun. But at some point in time, you got to be serious about things in your life that's going on. You know, you can't play all the time. Sometimes you got to be, you know, an adult about things. You got to be an adult about situations and how you handle them.
Right.
You know, and it's too, man, like they say, the reason why stuff is messed up because people play too much.
much.
And they play with people's feelings and emotions entirely too much. And I had a woman come to me and say, well, you know, men shouldn't do this and men shouldn't do that. I said, well, last time I
It ain't
checked
just
you,
men.
I said, last time I checked, you wasn't no man, right? She was like, well, what that got to do with anything? I said, just like I can't tell you how to be a woman, you can't tell me how to be a man. You may can sit back and tell me I can be a gentleman. You may sit back and tell me certain traits and to do this and push me to be great. I said, but when you sit back and tell me you know what it's like to be a man, no, you don't.
Right.
You can't tell me what, because a lot of times we as men, and they never speak on it, some men have the weight of the world on their shoulders. The weight of the world on their shoulders. And then people want to say, well, why did he snap today? Or, well, why did he go off? And you see all this stuff that he dealing with for real? You know, because it ain't just women that got stuff on them too. You know, it be men. It goes both ways.
But see, one thing they got to get better at. Yeah, I mean, men and women is talking about what's going on.
Yeah.
Don't just snap and then expect the person to understand why you snap. Like, cause not. Sometimes people don't know why you snap. They don't know that you got the weight of the world on your shoulder.
Yeah.
Right.
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 You know,
true.
that you're going through all this
true.
different stuff. So sometimes it helps for you to say, look, you know what? I just had a bad day. Like, stuff is just real messed up right now, and I'm having a hard time dealing with it. I just need some time to myself so I can just deal.
Right.
You know? And another thing too, just because a man express how we feel don't make him a punk.
No.
Not at all. I keep hearing this.
I'm trying to tell you, I'd rather hear that.
And I'm like, okay, but then when he no longer tells you nothing, then what? Because when he revealed something to you, don't go to your girlfriend and was like, last night he was crying like a little punk. Like for real? Like
that's what you don't
respect it.
Okay, now when he hear that and that comes back to him, now he's not gonna tell you nothing else. Now you're gonna sit up here like, you live in this secret. Like, okay, well when I came to you with you had to go sit back and tell Panica and all the rest of it. You know, you went out here and to the bars and stuff and told everybody my mix. So now everybody looking at me like I'm a sucker when I step outside. So now he feels some kind of way. And that ain't going to do nothing but make him angry. Because it's like, Dad, I thought you was my woman. I can't say nothing to you? Like, really? Like,
yeah, because I say if a man or woman is speaking to you authentically, you know, and letting you know, don't take advantage of it.
Right. You know, and it's just crazy. You know, when they get mad when something hurts a man and he shares some tears. I said, let me tell you something. I told this woman, I said, let me tell you something. It is hard for a man to break. When you see a man sometime and he break down, like you see this dude, he the toughest, roughest Don Dada that you know. And every time you see him, he slaps somebody or puts somebody or when you see him with the tears, you best believe it took a lot for him. That means he got something going on, and he's so tired of the stuff that's going on. It's breaking,
and that's a part of him he's sharing.
And that's a part he's sharing right now. You know, because I've literally the same people that people talk about. Oh, he a gangster in Cleveland. He a killer. He sell dope. He get down. He whoop. Trust me, some of these people have come to me in the wee hours of the morning. Hey, bro, I got something on my mind, bro. I'm trying to, and I've seen like not even the hoo breakdown. I'm just seeing tears, just as they talking. They just coming, whether he wanted them to or not. They just coming because he been holding it for so long. He just feel like, hey, this must be the person I feel comfortable with. I can just let it go. You know, and we as men got to, like they say, women have to do it, but we as men got to embrace each other as men too. You know, not just with women, but us as men, we got to have that brotherhood. Be your brother's keeper sometime, because the brother need that too. Women always assume, a lot of women assume that men don't need that, don't need a hug, which is the dumbest thing in the world I've ever heard in my life.
See, and I can't hear that. I can't understand that because I'm super affectionate. So can't nobody be like, she ain't never hugged me. You a lie and a half.
Right. And, you know, and that's something that, when I say social media killed that interaction. You know, because now they done made it like corny to give somebody a hug. Yeah. They done made it corny to say, I love you. Because if a man tell his woman, I love you, oh, he a sucker, man. Look how soft he is. Woo, woo, woo. Or if, hey, bro, we've been out kicking it all day. I ain't going to go out with y'all tonight, man. I'm going to go ahead and get my woman sometime tonight. Oh, man, you henpeck. Oh, man, she run you. Oh, man, that's corny. Woo, woo. Now you talking about it. Now you degrading him and you going to other people and telling them like, what? Yeah, man, he a sucker, man. A broad told me, man, he in the house. Nah, it's 9 o'clock.
You always with your dude. How come you won't go out with us?
You know, vice versa. You always with your dude. How come you don't? You know, and I've had women say, Dad, you know, you don't even trip when I go out with my girls. No, go. Because you need woman time too. Right. You know, and then guess what? I want to be able to miss you something. How about that?
Thank you.
Because if we sitting in the house every day, all day, 24 hours a day, 7 days,
we don't have time to miss you.
I don't have to ask how your day was.
I'm right there.
I'm sitting right here with you all day long, so I know how your day went. But when we ain't around each other, and you've had a full day, and I've had a full day, and you went to the bank and ran an errand, and you went grocery shopping, and you got some stuff for the house, and I went to work today, and I did this. by the time we got a lot of stuff that we're gonna talk about today. Hey, I had to go there. You believe milk done went up again? You know, you
just
talk about this little
and
stuff.
absence makes the heart grow fonder, and that's one of the truest sayings ever. It does.
And you want to be happy to see that person again. Like
time to miss you.
Yeah,
Just don't make it extensive.
Right.
No, I don't mean for like.
No,
You'll be like, boop, boop, boop.
Right.
Yeah. Like come
hey,
on.
where'd she go?
Right.
Come on,
you know,
now.
because you.
Or
gotta
where'd
have
he
some-
go? Because some females will do that too.
Yeah, because they do. Ooh, yeah. Relationships require work.
Yeah.
It's just like working a job. You got to put in that work.
See, me, I have a different standpoint in relationships as far as that. I don't think it requires work. I think it requires people to organically be themselves. And then it's not so much work. It's when you're not yourself that all the work comes in.
Yeah.
Because you got two people or one person that's not being themselves. You know, so I go back to that point that you're not being yourself. And then when this person doesn't understand you and y'all button heads because you're not being real about who you are, or she's not being real about who she is, you start butting heads.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden it's a problem.
Yeah. It gets off
The work
balance,
comes from that, from people not authentically being who they are.
Yeah. I'll take that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
take
man.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's just rough, and to make it so bad, it ain't no leaders that nobody believe in no more. You know, and these millennials don't have that. You know, we had our heroes.
Yeah.
You know, that kept
Malcolm.
us somewhat grounded.
Yeah,
you know,
Martin.
we had Malcolm and Martin. And, you know, we had Sheroes too. Let me put that out there too. We had Sheroes because
You know you're cutting up, man.
You know, we had Angela, you know, we had Afeni,
Afeni,
Asada, you know.
Yes, Afeni, Asada. Love them dearly.
You know, we
Love
had
'em dearly.
Marshall, Thurgood Marshall.
Thurgood Marshall.
Yeah.
You know, we had Jackie Robinson.
Yes.
Different people.
Medgar Evers, and we just had so many, you know, and like I say, you know, men and women, they don't have none of that.
They have
you
none.
know, and what they call heroes is like, that ain't
All
nothing
the
for you to
trap
be
rappers
following.
is the
Oh,
heroes.
You know,
Yeah.
and then the so-called people that supposed to be quote unquote, every time you turn around, they are in something. You know, this was fake. This wasn't real. They got arrested for this because they've been doing this for 20 years, and you're like, good gracious.
And
man,
and let me put my disclaimer out there because not all trap rappers is bad. You got some you hear out there, they're doing this, doing community stuff, this, and this.
Yeah.
So hey, I salute them ones.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, because you got some.
And actually, it's some of it I like. It's just certain beats I can't rock with. I think if they killed some of them beats, I rock with it. 'Cause, you know, I've heard some good stuff. But
yeah, me too.
Some of them little beats just be giving me a headache, literally.
Yeah, because it's the same format.
Same thing.
Same format.
Switch up the beats. Like,
Right.
when did we stop being, you know, unique with our music?
Yeah. You know, and a lot of them didn't have what we had. Like, we had, you know, because for us, hip hop, the ones we looked up to was older than us. They wasn't the same age as us. You know, because a lot of them guys are old now. You know, them guys are like 5, 6. Some of them are like 10 years older than us.
Yeah.
You know, so by them being older, we was the little niece and nephew, if you want to say that. You know, the little brother and sister to them, because by the time they was grown, we was kids. Still buying hip hop music, but they was grown, like 22 and 23. And here we are, 12 and 13. And they old enough to drive by houses, and you know, we ain't even got no license yet, you know. So, but we had an examples to watch because hip hop had so many different things you could listen to.
Well,
you know, if you wanted breakdance music, you had that. If you wanted to just hear Knowledge and KRS-One and X-Clan, you had that. You know, it was just a plethora, and we always liked the hip hop and R&B, so we always had that. We always had the Nonchalance, and we had the MC Lights and the Queen Latifah, and we always had so much variety that kept us feeling good, that feel good.
That's what I was gonna say.
You know, that kept us by a standard. Because when we put the record on, we just instantly felt good. As soon as the beat came on, we was doomed, you know.
But more so than that, it was who could come out with the most unique beat. the most unique music
yeah.
that nobody had ever heard of.
Right, and
that
styles
set the
too.
stage.
Yeah,
You
because
know,
nobody
like-
sound the same either.
Yeah, like Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five,
Five,
African Bambaataa and Soul Sonic Force.
Mhm.
You know, trying to think of somebody else.
Shoot, Grandmaster Cass, you know, you had Melly Mel, you had, you know, Shyrock, and you know what I mean,
people
you just
that
had
prided
all these people,
themselves
Roxanne
on having,
Shante,
yeah,
you know, you had people
that pride themselves on
Yeah,
sounding different.
yeah,
Nobody
Busy Bee
sounded,
and
nobody sounded the same.
No, Mo D was
Nobody.
different from Busy Bee. You know, Bambaataa don't, he don't sound like KRS. You know, everybody would have their own unique.
Yeah, Rakim don't sound like Big Daddy
Right.
Kane.
Right. You know, and that was the whole thing that originated. And some
Dana Dane don't sound like Joe Ski Love.
You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying? And like I said,
Exactly.
and I was one like NWA didn't sound like Ghetto Boys.
No,
You know what I'm saying? It was
Exactly.
It was only
man.
two people that was similar. That was Slick Rick and Dana Dane.
Yeah,
it was in the
Yeah.
same
They were the
clique.
closest. Yep.
Yeah.
It was
They were
boys.
those,
Yeah.
yeah,
That was
those
the
were
only
two.
ones that
Yeah.
got
They
that
were the
off.
only ones.
You know,
Yeah.
that was like
Would
that.
you please sit down?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, man,
They were
Yeah,
the
shout
only-
out to Dana
They
Dane.
were the
Yeah.
only ones, man.
Right.
They were the only ones.
You know.
And you love both of them.
You love both of them. couldn't
You
help but
love
them.
both of them.
Couldn't help but love them.
Mm-mm.
You know, because we had so many that we did love, that we respected. Shout out to Biz Markie, you know, because Biz was the clown and I loved him.
Yeah,
And
he was a hip hop
you
clown.
just
Yes,
couldn't help but love.
man.
And you never heard nobody say nothing
And that
bad
wasn't in a
about
bad
Biz.
way.
Right.
That was in a
He-
good way.
no.
It was a good way, yeah. And they loved Biz. Like, Biz was loved. Like, you never
Yes.
see nobody doing nothing to Biz. Nobody
No.
was talking about Biz in a
No.
negative light. And everybody that came across him
No,
was
'cause
like,
he-
oh,
he
he
was
a cool
loved.
dude. He was
Yes.
loved, man.
Yeah.
And he was of love.
And they said
Like,
and they said that about him. They said every time you seen him, it was like something.
yeah.
You know,
You
it was
know.
just nothing but love.
And
with
shout
him.
out to Biz Markie because Biz was also putting people on. So a lot of people didn't know that about Biz. Because if it hadn't been for Biz Markie, Big Daddy wouldn't have got on. Because Big Daddy just gave him his props. He said, hey, he saw the greatness in me. You know, when nobody saw nothing in me. They didn't even think I would be anything. He said Biz saw the diamond in the rough. He said when he came around, people was laughing. Biz was the only one that wasn't laughing. It was like, no, he gonna rock with me. And it was like, this dude, huh? He a street dude. What, you know, because they don't know that about Big Daddy. Big Daddy was a street dude.
Yeah,
but
he
they
was.
just thought he was this soft
was.
dude. I was like, no,
No,
not
he
at all.
was, yeah, because
I said,
yeah.
you know,
Even Biz
And
Markie
he even
said
rapped
that.
about
He said that
Right.
in the Vapors.
Right, he
When he
did.
said, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know.
he even rap about it.
Yeah.
How they thought he wasn't gonna be
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, vapors, you know.
Yeah.
And I tell people, quit judging people by their music too, just because you do a particular song. Because we got this thing where
Well, that's
this
like-
person's soft just because they made a particular record, but then you go in the street and get your head knocked off. It's like, yeah, how did you?
Well, that's like
even
judging by
think
your
that?
social media personality. Because
Yeah,
I post something, you think
right,
that's
yeah.
something I'm going through. I
Going
ain't going
through
through that.
that,
I'm
right.
just posting it because I agree with it.
Agree with it, right?
Or I
And
might
they
like
always
the
think that they should-
ideology behind it.
Right, and then they begin to, like you said, they think you are that, and I'm like, no, you know. And people get a chance to hide too much from me. That's another reason I don't like social media all the time, because they hide too much. You know, it's like you be this character. Because I've seen people on social media that didn't even pay me no attention. Then I see them in the street, and they're all like,
Oh,
hey,
what's
how you
up,
doing? What's
Ronnie?
good? What's going on? This, that,
Yeah,
other.
what's up, bro?
And I'm like, you know, we are Facebook friends, right? We Facebook friends for real. I'm like,
you
I
know
just
that.
them. Oh, I don't. You know, you got some people just be on Facebook. They just want their ego stroked. You know,
Oh,
the girl,
oh, man.
Girl, oh my God, girl turned to the side and her post is,
Man.
say something sweet to
No,
me.
no. Or you
No.
gonna be on
Everybody-
live.
Yeah.
Or you gonna be on live and you just
Man,
doing this.
don't make me go
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
The inbox messages where
Yeah.
dudes sending you like 15 million pictures and you like, you got to pretty much block them because the dude in there sending you pictures and you like, why are you sending me all these pictures?
Right.
I ain't got to see that.
Right. Right.
like, I can't stroke your ego every 5 minutes. I'm
Right.
sorry.
Right.
Or oh, is my body looking good? Blah. I'm not doing all that.
No.
Like you asked me once, okay, yeah, your body's well put together, okay, cool. But not every time you send me something. Oh, what you think about my body today, man? Get the hell out of here.
Right. Right.
Oh
Right,
man,
right.
that's
Women
I
too.
can't
A lot of
stroke
women
your
do
ego
that
like
too.
that. If
Yeah.
I'm gonna stroke your ego, it's gonna be naturally. You ain't about
Right.
to force me to stroke your
Right.
ego. I'm gonna stroke
Right.
it because, hey, you know what? You looking good with that kufi on today. You know, or you, hey, you know what? I like that yellow on you.
Yeah,
It look
but
good
you
on
know
your
what?
skin. You know,
yeah, but
but
like
Yeah, just every time you turn around,
I got to
it's
stroke
just-
your ego.
Yeah. You
Like
know.
I'll compliment you. Oh, you know what? That's a nice picture. You know what, sister? You look beautiful. Or you know, you look beautiful.
Right,
Or you look
right.
handsome. But you
Yeah.
asking for all this extra stuff. I'm sorry, I ain't doing. I
you know.
can't.
and this is what I can't stand. This is what I can't stand because I see a lot of guys do this. and it'll be a female on Facebook, and you have to every time she put up a post, yeah, oh you beautiful, oh you sexy as fuck, nigga, she ain't gonna give you no pussy.
Nope.
Right.
No.
Right.
And I be wanting to do that so bad, but and I said, but that's where the sarcasm come in. Cause I'm like, if I see one more dude do that,
Yeah.
I'm like, dude.
And it's like you know who's genuine and who's not.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
like, all right, that's enough.
Like, you,
Now I'm like
Yeah.
blocking up my shit because
Yeah.
you doing too much.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, right in the middle. You ain't got to do too much. You know, be genuine.
It's something that then gave like book reports on the girl. I'm like, I didn't see all that when I saw the picture. Dude be like, yeah, because you know you extra sexy and a person like you I treat like a princess and suck your toes. Wait, what? Wait a minute. Why did you got?
She like, wait, you was sucking on Lucretia toes. Now you in my inbox so much you gonna suck on my toes? Nah, get out of here.
You know,
Right.
And then here's the funny thing: she ain't replied to
nothing he said. Nothing. And
none of them.
I be sitting up there, I be like,
And the
Because
only
we
ones
get
they
to the
reply
point if
to
you
is the
do
ones
it-
that they talk to, and that's it.
And it ain't about, oh, I'm a good dude. She ain't trying to holler at me. No, it's because you doing the most.
Right.
right.
And then
Right.
it's not
Yeah,
that,
take
oh,
all
blah
that.
blah. She ain't used to a compliment. No, you just doing the most.
And that shit's
Right.
creepy.
You done send her like fucking 30 messages
And
in
that
5 fucking minutes.
and that's
She
just
ain't got to
creepy.
read all that shit.
The
Right.
shit is creepy.
Right.
Like, I ain't reading all that shit. You done sent me 15 fucking pictures in my inbox.
She thinking right
You think
then.
I'm about to look at
She
it?
thinking right now, this dude thirsty than a motherfucker.
Yep.
And see,
And
and I don't
laughing
call
at it.
nobody thirsty. I don't look at people as thirsty. But I'm just like, you know what? You're doing too much and that shit ain't authentic. I'm good. Like, leave me
Because
alone.
you know you're gonna be on the next female on her page. You're gonna see her post a picture. You're gonna be doing the same.
Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And you and that's not uncommon. You see the same dudes replying to every chick. Like
Right.
your female friends, like a lot of my female friends, I go, be sitting there talking to them or whatever, and I say, hey, you know what? Yeah, beautiful picture. I do that with all females, because I'm not threatened by no female.
Right.
So, if you look nice, you look nice. So I'm like, yeah,
Right.
that's a beautiful picture. So I'll be sitting there and it'd be the same nigga on everybody's shit. I'm like, gosh, damn.
Right.
Like, damn,
Like-
man.
Right. He doing a world tour.
And then what that does is that causes females to now confer and be like, hey, this nigga hitting you up. He always in your shit. Yeah, he always in your shit too. What's up with that? And now you got them talking about you, and they ain't talking about you in a good way. They talking about you in a bad way.
Right. And then he'll be one to
Because they think we don't pay attention. Like, we
Right.
don't see you doing it. We
Right.
see you
Well,
doing
women
it.
see dude.
We see everything.
Women see
Everything.
All right? They see. Trust me.
We might not
when I
tell you right
tell
at that
you.
moment, oh, I see that. But, we
Oh
see
no, they
it.
ain't gonna tell you. They ain't gonna tell you.
We see it.
They see. They see.
We
They
see.
see.
Sure.
Some of us have more intuition than others, but we still see.
They see. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing women's have, that intuition, man.
And people, mistake that like, oh, that ain't real. Oh, it's real.
Oh, it's real.
Oh yeah.
And it's real. We
Is
had
it?
intuition like mother. Like, I stopped talking to a guy I had talked to like 5 years, and his thing was he played this game where, oh, this and this, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, do you not think that I can feel what's going on? Do you not think that I can see what's going on? Do you not think that I don't hear what's going on? And you steady trying, okay, let me get this proof together. And all of a sudden I just dropped it like a bomb. Like, oh, no.
I had a
I gave you
partner.
too many chances.
I had a partner say to me, he say, "You have any just a random advice to give me?" I said, "Yeah. Women always figure out the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Always."
Always.
I said, "There it is. That's my random advice."
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And it's the truth. You know, and men feel some things too. You know, like
We
that.
we feel some things. I'm gonna be real. Not like
Y'all,
Yeah,
no, y'all not.
like
we
that.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. But
yeah,
you
not
feel-
like
Man,
them. Yeah,
man,
not like
man,
them.
mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I've had some dudes be like, well, I feel like this. And they'll come to me and sometimes I think they just fishing, trying to see where I'm at and get in my head. And I'm just like, I already know what you're doing. Sometimes I can tell it's genuine. Other times I'm like, nah, you fishing. But yeah, they'll do that and be like, I feel this and this and this. And I just laugh. I'm like, you so fucking far off. It don't even make no sense.
Right.
yeah, man.
It's crazy.
Yeah, a woman, she's, man, a woman, they think on a level that we don't have a clue about.
And then it's oh, you think too much. I'd rather think too much than not think enough.
Or think at all.
Or think at all.
Some
I
don't think
see
at
some
all.
of y'all not think at all. And I'm wondering how you don't think at all. You know, then that's another thing. Intellectual stimulation and things like that. When you get with people and you meet somebody and you might be like, oh man, he's sexy as hell. Damn, he's sexy as hell. Then you be like talking to him and all of a sudden you can feel your IQ go from here. You like, you know what? I can't do it. If you're true to yourself.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I can't talk to this dude because
I can't,
I'm dumbing down my IQ. I feel like
Right.
I'm like, I don't want to use the word I want to use, but you know, I just feel like I'm at his level. Like I'm just dumb as hell. Like I'm back to infantile days because this dude done dumbed me down so far just listening to him. Nope, I ain't gonna do it.
Yeah,
I talk about that too.
That's me.
And females do it too. I've heard
Yeah.
females. I'm like, and let's talk about conversations and on Facebook reading stuff that people have typed. I've seen females type some stuff. I'm like, this chick is functionally illiterate. Matter of fact, she is illiterate. She
I
ain't even
can't-
functional.
Man, I can't stand when they I just, man, it just,
In this age of technology, there's no excuse to be like that.
yeah, and it just, I just can't do. I'll be like, did you really, like,
And,
And some stuff
and
you can't
sarcasm
read.
comes flying out. I be
yeah,
like,
and I'll be like, stop it, don't
yeah, don't say it. Don't
Oh,
say
God.
it. I be
You
like,
can't
Lord
read
Jesus.
what's going on.
because I'll correct somebody in a minute.
Yeah.
Because you be like, what is this?
Like,
you know.
I wanted to go to the store, get me some scrimps that were in the specific. Yeah, they might use it the wrong way.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people say Pacific for specifics.
Yeah.
And as soon as I hear that, I be like, Lord Jesus.
Oh,
I just
God.
grab my face and be like, God, help me, Jesus.
So you know what? This is the one that no, this is the one that really. Hold on, I go there. This is the one that really gets me. My Cadillac converter gone. It's catalytic
Yeah.
converter.
Yeah, exactly.
Where the hell y'all get a Cadillac
Catalytic
converter from?
converter, yep.
I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on, like, please
Yeah.
stop. Like, no,
Yeah.
no.
Like, oh, your Cadillac's a transformer?
Right, the Cadillac converter.
Like, damn.
That's the one. That's at my top. That's at my top right there.
See, yeah, mine is the specific and Pacific. And
Yeah, that.
you be like,
yeah.
oh, I had some scrimps the other day. I'm like, you had what?
And then.
You mean
And
shrimp?
then-
Yeah, scrimps. I'm like,
And-
oh, man.
And then. And finna.
Oh, yeah. I told my dog, I was like, stop saying that.
I'm finna.
I'm finna go. Like, you finna what? I'm about to go. Oh, okay.
I'm finna.
Of course I know what finna means. It's
Right,
like
yeah.
Right.
Southern type word or whatever, but,
So,
you know, at least that one I understand what it's
Yeah,
supposed
that
to
one I
be,
understand.
Yeah.
you know, but
But, man.
it'd be other stuff, and I'm like, God, dog, you killing my,
Yeah.
you just killing me. It's like, you just killing me. Like,
I can't
you
do
done
it.
dumb, oh man, I just
I
can't.
can't do it.
I can't.
It's,
It's like, I feel like my intellect is
it's-
dumbed down so
it's-
far, I'm
yeah.
dying.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I can't do it with you.
like y'all killing me here. For real. It's just
Like
terrible.
my mental stimulation is like nothing, and I can't even be like into you like
Right.
if I'm not mentally stimulated.
Right.
Like if no,
I ain't gonna lie.
and I tried, I can't do it.
I ain't gonna lie. It was a female that I used to mess with back in the day, and all it was just sex because when she opened her damn mouth,
I can't even do that. I can't even bring myself to do it.
and it was
'Cause
just
I'm
like,
mm.
it was just like, and I didn't stay long.
Break me off, show me.
Yeah, and that was it. That was it. Cause don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. I'm getting ready to get dressed. No.
Shout out to Missy for that
I'm
one.
gonna call you tomorrow. All right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. Right.
maybe.
Maybe if that.
then I might not call you because then I gotta talk to you.
And that's the worst when you gotta sit back and think about somebody else while you doing that. So that's
I said, like I said, to thine own self be true. If it ain't there mentally, it ain't gonna be there physically or nothing else. Like
I tell everybody that it starts mental before it starts physical, and
Yeah.
and that's the best way, you know, because you want to enjoy them. You know,
Right.
you want to enjoy that person all the way down,
All
not
the
just
way.
that, but all the way. Everything else will line up. You know, when a person can like every time you turn around, they got something exciting. You know, and
Right.
exciting as far as it was different than this. You know, person, you know, she'll come and do something nice for you, then you know you look up and you're doing something else different.
Right.
It's like,
Yeah.
wow, you know, you took time to put the thought in to come with, you know, and I'm just like, because it don't have to be complex for me. It don't have to be trigonometry.
Yeah.
You know, it can be, you know, simple. But I like the little things.
Yeah.
You know, with me,
I'm like that.
it ain't
Yeah.
never always had to
Exactly.
be like she got to stay in Pepper Pike with, you know, 6 Benzes in the driveway, and I was like, that's cool, and you know, yeah, okay.
Yeah, because the
But
little
I
stuff
like
could
the
have the
little
most
thing.
impact.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
just you fix my lunch and put a nice little note in it, and I go to take out my lunch, I don't even know, and at the box, oh shoot, something else still in here.
Yeah.
You know, have a nice day. I can't wait to see you tonight. Love you. Oh wow, you know, it gives you that boost, especially if you know what kind of job you got. You might have a job that's demanding and
Stressful.
you know, it's stressful, and you can look back at that and be like, dang man, made my whole day. She did. You know, when you eat your lunch, you like, man, baby,
Right.
packed my lunch today. You know,
Because it was, because it was made with love.
made with love, and that's a beautiful thing. And I tell dudes, but they made that corny. I'm like, dude, it's not.
And I ain't man. When
I said, what y'all
when
calling
Tiffany makes me
corny?
something,
I said-
man, and the way she makes it, I know it was made with love because she knows how I like certain things and stuff like that, and it just, man.
Even if she just out and about, she buy you something.
Yeah,
You know, hey, babe, I know you like so and so.
Yeah, she does that.
I
She
saw
be
that and
don't
I
think
said,
about
maybe
you.
he'll probably
I saw
like
that and I
that.
thought about you. That's what she always say.
Right.
And
See, and a smart man appreciates that. Because
I
I've done so much stuff for people that didn't appreciate shit.
I love
Literally.
that. I love
And see,
those
me, I've always, there's something I always liked. You know, even in the days of, as they say, quote unquote, the thugging, the OG, and the whatever, you know, even when I was going through stuff or be mad every day or always fighting or whatever. At the end of the day, the core of me behind closed doors, I always liked the little stuff. I always liked the intimate moments and the, you know, just simple things.
Yeah.
You know, people always think you got to go pay $600 a night motel to be. No, let's do the little things at home. The little, just little
Let's make a pallet on the
simple
floor
things.
and you know,
Right. You know,
put on some pillows and watch TV.
right.
You
Or
know.
we ain't even got to do nothing. Just be laying in bed and just laughing.
Yeah. Yeah.
We ain't talking about it. We just laughing. But like,
Yeah.
you saw that too?
Oh, and I'm
and
a
we just
clown.
laughing.
You know,
You stay laughing.
me and Tiff, we do that, especially,
Right.
you know, we got a house full of kids, you know what I'm saying? So we do get them times where it's just me and her, you know what I'm saying? Especially like if the kids are in school and we don't really have anything to do that day or whatever. Like, we take that time and that's our time until
Right.
the kids, you know, till
Yeah.
one of us
Right.
got to go pick them up from school because
Right.
me and her, we do not get that. We get on. We have to get the hell out of here, literally, because that's the only way that we will
Yeah.
get that time, and we go get the. We gotta go.
Do we have to? That's you,
Yeah.
You know,
We both sit there like, I don't want to get out this bed. Damn it. You know,
But you
and
need that intimacy and that
Yeah.
closeness and
Yeah.
bonding time.
yeah,
Back to life. Yep.
Yeah, man.
Back to reality.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, shout out to Soda Soul for that one.
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
man.
However do you. Cause hey, there's a
Man, I mean, you be needing it.
You need it.
you need it. You know.
Is it another song come to mind? Give it here. Don't say nothing.
yeah. Don't hold back
Joe
now.
Tex.
Don't hold back now.
Joe Tex
You never should have promised to me.
said you gonna do it.
Oh, man. See?
Yeah.
Here come the dirty limericks, man. It's like,
Yeah.
I got a million of them. You know what I'm saying? And-
Want to hear? Here it go.
Here
Nah.
you go.
Right. Yeah, man.
Keep saying said, "Don't play no silly games with me, baby." So,
Man, yeah. Yes, man.
exactly. And see, that's the thing too. What we miss, that music, lyrics and certain things.
Oh yeah, I'm all about lyrics.
Yeah.
How they write the metaphors.
Just,
all that.
You like, man, like feel good music. Whether it was R&B or hip hop or soul or jazz, or you just feel.
Right.
Now you be like, that water with that pot I stocked up all that day. Then that pony saying, sign that with that water, pop, that day.
I'm like, you didn't write that.
That day my pad away. You be like, what?
You didn't write that.
I was popping pills today.
Right.
Like, what?
Like,
the shooba, the wooba, the scuba, the.
Like, you like you a drug addict?
I moved to Jupiter, I'm stupider. You be like, what he say? Like, what?
like,
You be like, got hooks that don't make no sense.
No, nothing goes together.
actually, the whole damn song be the hook.
Nothing goes together.
Like,
You like,
Nothing.
you be like,
I was popping mollies all day.
yeah.
There's no
Keeping
rhyme or
with my
reason.
moves.
Yeah, I got my plastic cup. Yeah, I got my plastic cup. Yeah, I drink my plastic cup. I'm always got my plastic cup. You be like,
It's like this repetition is
Right.
shit.
hey, what?
That's enough.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that. Oh
Yeah.
man, don't get me
Yeah.
started on all those.
Yeah. I be like, what in the...
And
Why
all
don't
you
you
can
tell
think
us you
of-
couldn't think of nothing else to say?
All
Yeah.
you got, migraine city. Like my
Yeah.
head is about to bust just
Yeah.
listening to
Yeah.
this shit.
Yeah.
That's why as soon as it hit, I'm like, change the station.
Yeah.
Rock the Bells radio.
Yeah, there you go, man. There you go. Rock the bells.
Shout out to LL Cool J for that one.
Right. Yes.
And I'm like, no.
Yeah, he just gave his first Rock the Bells award to Tyler, the Creator. He gave it to him.
Tyler got it.
Yeah, he got it. So shout out to them for that. But it's just crazy. And then R&B ain't the R&B. That get on my nerves because now the rapper got 2 verses. I'm like, wait a minute, is this a rap song? Is this a R&B? Wait. She was just singing. Then she paused. He rapped. She started back singing. He rapping again. I'm
And
like,
he
wait a
got
minute.
more bars.
He
than
got
she
more bars.
got
Right,
I'm like,
right.
wait a minute, it's bars in here. I'm like,
Right.
And then when he talking about
16 bars and
Right.
and then it don't go with the song. I'm like, wait.
Mm-hmm.
I love him. Did he come in? I don't care nothing about her. I got clips and money for days. Money stacked. Pull out the Lamborghini. Wait. She just said.
I just got lost somewhere.
That
Like, it don't have nothing to do with what you talking about.
Then the video be stupid.
Oh no, the videos. No, that's gonna be the worst.
Yeah.
Because all the songs, the videos have nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Sound like a dead ass dog. Yip.
Yeah. You be like, huh?
Oh, Yeller!
Oh, yeah, like,
Daddy is shot.
Put him down.
Put him down.
right. Jessup, bring the truck around,
Put him down. Yeah.
I'm like, this stuff is crazy. You be like, what?
Man.
And people wonder why I switch genres.
Yeah. Cause I mean,
Because I'm happier there.
Yeah, it's some stuff that's just, I just shake my head like I just can't believe we didn't came to this. Like, I'm like,
It's progressively get worse and worse.
yeah,
and worse
dude,
and worse.
yeah, dude. You know, and then the thing of it is, they always trying to now they trying to imitate those before them. Like now they keep trying to find Aaliyah. Like there's no other Aaliyah.
There's no other leader.
You know, they went through a period of time where they kept trying to, she gonna be the next Aaliyah, that didn't work. She gonna be the next Aaliyah, that didn't work. She gonna be the next, and I'm just like, why is y'all, why don't you just let the talent of her be? Oh, no. We gotta fill that void. It's been a void. You're not gonna get it with them.
Man, can you think what the next 15 to 20 years of music gonna sound like? Man.
I don't want to think about it.
Just hip hop itself. Good God Almighty.
And even when they try to come back with lyrics, it's only a small little window.
Like, we gonna call this hip hop. That's not hip hop.
No.
That is not hip hop.
And they cap rap at an all-time high too.
That is not what Kool
they
Herc
cap it
intended.
more. Right. They cap it more now than ever, and you like, man.
No, you know what? No, honestly, no, no, they ain't capping. They snitching on themselves.
Yeah,
they ain't
Yeah.
capping. No, they got the shit. They got it, but
And how
they too busy
stupid
talk
are
about
you?
how bad they.
Yeah.
It ain't no cap rap. It's snitch music now.
Yeah.
They telling exactly what they're doing. And
Yeah.
like I
I'm
said,
popping mollies all day.
yeah, it's snitch music, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
okay.
it went from cap rap to snitch
Yeah.
music.
Just be straight telling.
Yeah,
And they convicting them too.
exactly.
And they convicting them.
And they can,
Yeah.
yeah, they
A lot of
convicted
them.
them.
Yeah.
Top Authority went to jail for their first album. X-Rated went to jail for his album. I mean, it's just so, you know, it's just crazy. Like, they really going through your lyrics. Like, before, right before.
Waiting for you to say something inflammatory so they
can because right before Tupac got killed, it's a video that they put out. And they had him in front of, like, Highway Patrol. And it was, like, when he was, you know, when he had hair before he had cut it all bald when he was getting out of jail. And they had asked him about his lyrics, and he was sitting there breaking it down. It was like, no, that ain't what I said, and that's not. And right after he died, you know, they come back and say, oh, well, we find him not guilty of this, that, and it's just like, what? You know, it's like, what purpose did that serve? Like, you know, it's just crazy. But like they say, it's snitch music, and they getting them, you know, and they'll convict you for your Facebook. Dummy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You got all the weed out on the table.
Yeah.
You got weed, grams,
guns, you know, all types of, you know, you showing the stash spot. Yeah, I'm up here on 125th, bro, down the street. You
come
know
see
what, man? Come see me, man. I got what you need.
Like, let me buy your food stamps.
Oh my God.
Oh Lord.
That's a federal offense, you dumbasses.
Or people, you know anybody selling stamps?
Like I'm gonna tell you.
Right.
Yeah, like I'm about to be
You ain't about to implicate. You're not about to implicate me in your bullshit.
And then people be inboxing answering.
Yeah.
Be like, how dumb is you?
Like, don't inbox either, you moron.
Yeah, like, oh, you want? I give you $60 for $100. Nah. No.
Don't inbox.
I'm like,
either.
I'm good. I got a job. I pay for my own shit.
Yeah. You know, I'm like, they doing too much.
And you know what? I don't know nobody does a hustle is a hustle. You know what I'm saying? But
it don't
the way y'all doing that shit, man.
It's retarded.
I'm a motherfucking hustler, okay? I ain't never gonna do no shit to implicate myself.
No, or nobody else. You know.
I'm old school. We know how to get around it.
They sitting there with more than a gram or more than a joint sitting on the table, and they like, oh yeah, look at all this weed I got. Motherfucker, the feds is looking at you like, oh, that looked to be about about 20 grams.
Yeah.
That looked to be about 40 pounds of weed.
Right.
You dumbasses.
Yeah.
You going to jail.
Oh, this is the funniest
You
one.
about to lose your job.
These right. These people, and then these people are so stupid. I'm about to leave my house and go to the doctor. Oh, you leaving your house all unattended?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go up in there while you at the doctor. Then they come back and say, "Hey, somebody broke him up." You just was on social media saying you got a doctor's appointment.
Well, they stupid because you better believe if I post something anywhere, motherfucker, I'm already home.
Right.
I ain't out no damn
where. Right.
Nigga, I done been, came and went, and I'm back at the house.
Right. You know, that stuff is
like,
crazy.
ain't nobody, no. Ain't
telling
nobody
all your
stupid.
whereabouts.
Right. Why you gotta chronicle your whole life?
Yeah, some people it's a diary on Facebook.
Right.
I'd be like,
they do.
What?
I had to tell one of my exes, I said, why you got where you work at on Facebook? Like, the name of the company and where it's at. Right. Then you got this, and this. You literally say that you at Planet Fitness, like, all these days. I said, you a dumbass person. I said, you know somebody could break into your house? Or if they wanted to do something to you, they can find where you at.
Right.
All they have to do is go to Planet Fitness. There you are.
There you are. You know.
He actually had the nerve to get an attitude about it. I said, man, you was a dumbass.
Yeah. People be like, yeah, where we don't know where you be at. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because you don't know where I'll pop up at.
We don't never see you. Oh, well, I mean,
you know,
if I want to be seen, I'll be seen.
I tell people.
I go places I'm invited.
Right.
And some people just
I
be
go
inviting
places
themselves.
I feel like I want to go.
Right. If I feel like
I'm an introvert anyway, though.
And I tell him all the time. I say it's certain people that when they have certain things, I definitely try to make it extra to come. Some people I would just be like, I gotta work and that's it. I'll see you when I see you. But there are certain people that if they have I know they're having this event and they depend on the type of event, and I'll be like, dang, I really want to be there. You know, I ain't seen these people in a while, or dang, they look like that's gonna be really nice. You know, definitely Anna's one, Al, Suave, I call it the usual suspects, Suave, HJS, we all the clique, we all brothers, certain people I'll come out for,
right.
Dolores, I'll come out, stuff like that.
But you know, you
It's-
can
it's
wear out your
certain-
welcome too.
Yeah,
By being around too much.
Yeah.
Because
You
then
know,
people don't appreciate you because they like,
Right.
I see them all the time.
All
You
the
know, blah blah
time.
blah blah.
You know,
You want it to be like a
Right.
special occasion.
The
They
occasion,
see.
and that's
And
why I
that's
don't
one of
go
the
when
things
it's a
I
special
make
occasion.
I don't make myself as accessible as I used to be.
Right.
It's like the less accessible you make yourself, the more in demand you are.
Yep, it is. Because some
Yep.
people will be like, "Oh, yeah, man, what you been up to? I ain't seen you since."
Right.
And you
You
won't
know.
either.
Right.
Like if you
right,
see me
'cause they
this
don't
time,
see
you probably
me.
won't see me again for another. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and they don't see me at all. A lot of times I pop up and somebody take a picture like, "Oh, shoot, where he been?" You know, and been around, bro. You know, just
Yeah.
I don't go to everything. I do not, and trust me, I get invited to some of everything. Like people knew how much stuff I really get invited to. They'd be like, "Good gracious!" I'd be like, "Man, I still got invites from."
I know. I got invites
Me
just
too.
filtering on
Yeah,
Facebook.
yeah,
I'm
you
like,
know,
I
I
just.
I don't go.
Like stuff from like 3 years ago, and I
Yeah.
go back and look and be like, "Dang, I didn't make that event."
Yeah, and
that
I
event,
had to be
that
like,
event."
decline, like
Yeah.
on top of the thing. Like, get these
Yeah.
out of my box.
Yeah, people hit me up. Hey, we want you to be a part of this. I'm like, look, man, this ain't an ambulance chasing. I'm not
Yeah.
running. Hey, I gotta be at these events. All right, man, I can only stay like
Oh, now,
3.3
let's not even
minutes.
talk about
Let me
that.
go.
Oh, I want you to be a part of this. Oh yeah. Oh okay. Well, how much you charging? I mean, how much you giving me for doing this? Oh, I can't do it right now, but okay. Well, I can't show up.
Right.
Time is money.
Right.
It is.
They want you to do all this free stuff, and then
Mm-hmm.
when it comes down to dollars and cents, that what they talking about ain't making no sense.
Right.
And
Like,
like, yeah, not me.
Or
I'm
no
a
dollars.
businessman. If I know somebody that's in the business of doing certain things, if I talk to you and I call you and I'm like, so,
Gotta
What
pay
you
for
ask?
what you want.
you know, that's the first thing that come out my mouth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know that person. They're steeped in this. They got a certain thing that they do. You know what I'm saying? And that's the first thing. That's the first thing that comes out of my mouth. How much?
Yep.
Yeah. How much?
I asked that too. I
right.
done bought fairly recently. I don't know how much from different black business owners, and I'm like, how much is this? Or how much is this gonna be? Or this, and this.
Right.
Like,
Because that's how you should.
I'm not trying to negotiate you down. Cause I get that all the time with my photography. Oh, how much is it? I'm like, this much an hour. Oh, well, I ain't. Okay, whatever. Like, I actually gave you a discount, and you still trying to hustle me. No, that's it. That's
Because they want to be cheap.
Right.
But I bought from I don't know how many black businesses lately, and I'm like, how much is it? And they'd be like, it's $15, $50. Okay, well, give me that. I'm not
Right.
trying to negotiate your
Yeah.
price. Your price is your
Your
price.
price.
Right.
Yeah, and there it
Right.
is. Right. There it is.
I say, but you'll pay that expensive repair man.
Mm-hmm.
You'll pay that white man.
You'll pay that man with no
Mhm.
problem.
Yeah.
He charging $685 just to
You
come
pay-
to your house.
I'm telling you, oh, okay, well, you know what? I do this for $150 an hour. You gonna this white man tell you he gonna charge you $300, and you go pay the $300. Okay, that's on you. I ain't got nothing to do with it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
But I just know I know, and I see you do that.
Right.
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 So when you
I
come to
saw
me
you,
talk
yes.
about you want to do,
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Watch this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
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 People always want the hookup.
like,
the
don't try to
hookup.
hustle me.
I need the hookup. The hook.
No.
It's one thing if I say, hey, you know what? I want to use you one day. I need a model. I want you to model, and I'm gonna give you these pictures. I just need you to model for me. I'm gonna use it for my promo and all my stuff because I own the pictures. But I'm gonna release these pictures to you because you model for me. So I'm gonna give you all the pictures I took. That's different
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
because that's
Right.
something we agreed
agreed
upon and
upon.
we set up.
Right.
Right.
And I'm saying I'm gonna give you a free service. In exchange, I'm going to use it for my promo and all this, and then you get the free pictures.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's like in exchange, like a barter.
Right. The barter.
Right.
Yep.
Barter
Yeah,
system.
that's different.
Barter system. Yeah.
That's
Now, it's
Then that
different when I'm
person
bartering.
can use
Right.
the pictures for something else that
Yeah.
comes up now. Now they
Yep.
got professional pictures.
And then
to send
and then you know,
someone.
even when it comes to the barter system, people don't know how to barter correctly, and when they do, it's like, really,
Yeah.
it's what you got to barter with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's an art to the barter system.
Yeah. It's
It's an art to the barter system.
It's basically the whole point of a barter is that you mutually come out with, you're mutually agreeing upon it, and you both come out ahead.
Right.
Yep. Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
It's of mutual benefit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got this, you got that, I want that, and you want this. So let's barter.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
The art of the deal, as I say.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, I just heard that ding. Man, we had a pretty dope show today.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm glad you came.
glad to be
and
here.
I put it like this, because with each and every season of the show, we leveling up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
If we ever want a female co-host to come on with us, we getting her.
Yeah, no doubt.
We getting her.
No doubt.
So,
I'll be here.
so this might be the next step.
Yeah, right.
This might be the next step.
Right.
If you
I always use the saying, I'm like the spinners. I'll be around.
Right.
if we down with the
Right.
if you down with the schedule of it and you can do it, you know,
Right.
hey, don't be surprised if you get that call,
Okay.
you know, because definitely, you know what I'm saying, you know, get a woman's point of view on the show as
Yes.
well, which would be great, you know. But we're gonna see as things go on. But definitely, if the situation presents itself, I don't want nobody else. You gotta have the Red Queen.
Yes.
You gotta have her,
Yes.
you know.
Right.
And man, I'm glad you came through. But before we go, why don't you tell the people, you know, basically, you know, how, you know, what you do and how they could reach you, you know, especially with your photography and things like that, if they want to follow you on any social media handles or anything
Okay.
like that.
Well, I am the president of a Red Queen Public Relations and Photography LLC, and if you want to reach me, you can reach me on Facebook under that same name, a Red Queen Public Relations and Photography LLC. Also, you can reach me under Anna Redding on Facebook. I also have Instagram, same thing. So wherever I'm at is pretty much the same across the board.
And she is truly about her
Yes.
business, y'all.
Definitely.
So when you do come to this queen, come correct.
Most definitely.
Can't stress that enough. Come
better.
correct.
Better come to A game.
Yes, indeed. And like I said again, thank you for coming. You know,
Oh, no
Appreciate
problem.
You. Definitely appreciate
No
it.
problem.
Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you.
I'm good.
Yes, yes.
I appreciate coming.
Yes.
Queen.
Hey, and feel free to
Yes.
come back.
Yeah, come back. Gotta have you back.
Oh, I'll
Yeah,
come
it's
back
gonna be-
now, you hear?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be explosive.
Do that.
Come back,
Do-
it's gonna be explosive.
Yes, it
It's gonna
is.
be a lot
Yes, it is.
different.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Because
Gonna
man,
come back in full
Hey,
force.
just let me
Yeah.
know. We'll
Oh, yeah.
work it out.
Oh,
You know, if
okay.
I ain't got to do nothing on a Saturday or whatever,
Mhm.
I come through.
definitely. And hey, well, on that note, this has been the BKL Sessions. I'm your host, Eric Magnus. Ronnie B.
Yes, sir.
Everybody, peace. God bless. Love y'all.
Love y'all.
And above all, outwork
Outwork
every.
Damn, son, this beat is lit.
Another major